hits. Self-dependent before your mind might flip. Yo, I know you're feeling my flow, I know you're feeling my dough, I know you're feeling my show. I know, get up on nothing for a come full clip. High pedigree, it's another ad-lib.
Even though their competition included other super successful groups such as S Club 7, Atomic Kitten, and the Spice Girls, this trio still managed to secure 2 top 10 albums and 7 consecutive top 10 singles in the UK. They also topped the music charts across Europe, Asia, Australia, and the US. Their fans, however, were completely oblivious to the extreme discrimination one member in particular was experiencing. Let's find out what happened to British garage R&B group Mis-Teeq. Alicia Dixon, su-elise Nash, Sabrina Washington, and Zena McNally came together to make up the original quartet known as Mis-Teeq in the late 90s. Actually, Alicia from Welwyn Garden City and Sabrina from Harleston first met at a dance studio in Fulham 2 years prior, when they were both 18. They worked together for a couple of years before being joined by Tina Barrett from Hammersmith to form a trio, and began performing under the name Face to Face. Tina would eventually leave to join another British pop group and was then replaced with su-elise from Dulwich and Zena from Birmingham. The ladies would spend the next several years toiling away behind the scenes before finally getting signed to independent label Telstar Records and changing their name to Mis-Teeq. Just before things really got kicked off though, Zena would also leave the group to pursue a solo career. Mis-Teeq's debut album with the new lineup, titled Lickin' on Both Sides, was released in October 2001. It peaked at number 3 on the UK albums chart and became certified double platinum. All 5 singles off the album became top 10 hits in the UK, including their debut single, Why. The track would also be the only one to feature departing member Zena.
Won't you tell me why the race of lovers take so long?
The trio would experience instant international success with their 3rd single, One Night Stand. While the song peaked at number 5 on the UK singles chart, it also entered the top 20 in several other countries. Since the song had much more of an R&B feel compared to the tracks that came before it, some unfortunate accusations began to surface of the group turning their backs on the underground club scene from which they sprang. In a 2002 interview with Big Issue North magazine, Alicia had a simple explanation for why their entire album had them singing over a variety of different styles and tempos. I think that's just us. We're naturally quite versatile. We love the raw garage, and we love the chilling out Sunday smooth R&B. The trio weren't experiencing only highs in their career at this time. There were some definite lows happening as well. They fired their management company and were then sued by them for breach of contract. Their second album, titled Eye Candy, was released 2 years later and also went platinum. Even though they had multiple hits on their first album, this album would feature their biggest international hit, called Scandalous.
Scandalous, so scandalous, scandalous.
It reached number 35 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US, making it their only single to chart in the country, as well as climb all the way to number 2 on the dance charts. Their one and only North America release, a self-titled compilation album, came out the following year. After the high from the success of their second album wore off, the group would announce that they would be splitting to pursue solo careers in 2005. After the announcement, it seemed the timing was better than ever to release a greatest hits album, so they did. Numerous rumors circulated over the coming years about a potential reunion. In 2016, Alicia mentioned that the ladies had been in touch and a reunion was definitely in the cards. She also said that the group was approached to participate in the ITV2 show The Big Reunion, but turned it down. Several years later, however, some shocking allegations about what went on in the group would come to light and seriously jeopardize the chance of a reunion ever being possible. Since Zena left the group so early in the game, she was naturally able to get her solo career off the ground much sooner than the others. She released a couple of singles from her debut album 2 years after her exit, but British music lovers didn't show much interest. Japanese fans, however, did. After the release of one of those singles, a collaboration with Jamaican dancehall artist Vybz Kartel, called Been Around the World, Xena would end up releasing her debut album in Japan and Southeast Asia. She went on to have a brief career in radio before leaving the entertainment world for good after marrying American soccer player Corey Gibbs and relocating to the US. Xena tapped into her entrepreneurial spirit and decided to start her own realty company and had a successful run for several years. Following her divorce in 2014 and a move to Los Angeles, she noticed a void in a particular market. It inspired her to found popular photo booth service Capture Me. For the last few years, she's been working on her idea of creating a fast service restaurant that specializes in serving tea over coffee and providing healthy meal options. Su-Elise, the lesser known of the trio, has stayed out of the public eye over the years. In the group, her vocals were rarely heard on records, which wasn't unusual since she was classified as a backing singer. Around 2009, there were talks of a solo album, however, that never happened. She's gone on to open up several performing arts schools in and around Kent, Southeast England, and do some television presenting and radio work. Today, she splits her time between Sydney, Australia, and London. In June 2021, she welcomed her first child, a son, with boyfriend Ryan St. David Jones. Alicia, who was known as the rapper of the group, went on to embark on a very successful solo career. She's released 4 studio albums to date, with numerous top 20 hits to her name. Yet, amidst all the professional success, she was also forced to deal with a lot of drama going on in her personal life along the way. Alicia would marry, for the first time, in 2005 to her longtime boyfriend, MC Harvey, from UK garage hip-hop group So Solid Crew. It would be a brief union, ending the following year. The reason for the split was Harvey's alleged affair with UK singer-songwriter Javine Hilton. Even though the word alleged is often used in these cases, they did go on to have a child a couple of years later. Also around this time, Alicia would be dropped by her record label, suffer major financial woes, and hit a very low point in her life. Over the years, she's taken advantage of numerous television presenting opportunities, as well as some acting roles. In 2007, she won the dance contest show Strictly Come Dancing, and returned a couple of years later as a judge. She would then move on to the talent competition show Britain's Got Talent. She's also a published author, writing a series of children's books. Alicia would have her first child with her partner, former backup dancer Azuka Ononye, in 2013. They went on to marry 4 years later and have another child. She finally made her dream of making it to the US come true by securing a spot as a judge on the spin-off series America's Got Talent: The Champions in 2020. Currently, Alicia's waiting for the 10th season of Australia's Got Talent to kick off, where she'll be serving as a judge. And she's also busy promoting her newly launched wellness brand, Noble Blue, which promises to be a one-stop shop for everything from books to yoga mats to CBD products. Lead singer Sabrina dropped her debut solo single, Oh My Gosh, in 2010. She also participated in a couple of reality shows, including I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She started her own record label and began releasing her projects through the business. 2019 would be a blockbuster year for Sabrina in many ways. She launched her own homeware range, Home by SW, and she also released more music. In one of those songs, called Gone, she revealed her private battle with alcohol after Mis-Teeq's split. She also made history as a panelist on the first British primetime program to feature a full panel of Black women on the hip-hop comedy show Don't Hate the Players. In the summer of 2020, Sabrina made the decision to finally speak out about a sensitive issue that she faced for the first time in her life while a member of Mis-Teeq: colorism. Both Alicia and Su-Elise are mixed race and lighter skinned than Sabrina. The first time I experienced racism was in the music industry. It's not talked about. I was told I wasn't aesthetically desirable because I was a dark-skinned Black woman. I was good enough to sing, but was told I'd never go on the front of a magazine as Black women don't sell them. Later in the year, Sabrina would reveal more behind-the-scenes shenanigans and her plan to collect what she felt was due to her. She would file a lawsuit against Alicia as well as their former label for back royalties. Alicia is alleged to have wrongfully claimed songwriting royalties for the group's first 2 songs, Why and All I Want, and Sabrina is serious about claiming back some of the cash. A spokesperson for Alicia responded to the claims, saying that Alicia did, in fact, write the raps on both songs and receives a larger share of the profits, since overall she contributed more to the songs in the entire Mis-Teeq catalog. Another unfortunate piece of information that was exposed was that originally it was Sabrina that was tapped to appear on Strictly Come Dancing, but was blocked by management. Ironically, it didn't appear to be a bad move for Alicia, who would go on to appear on the show the following year. Sabrina's latest project, a single called Don't Call Me, dropped in September 2020. She's currently working on an EP and hopes to release it sometime in 2021. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you won't miss any future videos. See you next time!